Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. It's a wild day here in the Bachelor world. Gabby Windey announces she's dating Robbie Hoffman, a stand-up comedian and writer. And Gabby actually comes out live on The View this morning. She says she is so special. And we're going to share several clips of the interview. Now, as you guys know, whenever we share content that's licensed to someone else, in this case, The View and ABC, we have to only share 10, 15 seconds at a time. But we're going to share exactly what she had to say with our commentary. Follow me on Instagram for stand-up comedy, and also I'll be posting my show dates. August 24th, Seattle, August 17th, Huntington Beach. I got tickets to those shows available right down there. And also we're live on Patreon, patreon.com/Dave Neal for behind-the-scenes bonus content. And this afternoon, all of your other entertainment news, including the lawsuit happening to Lizzo right now, a wild story. We'll have that and more, Taylor Swift news, and so much more on Bachelor Rush Hour, the afternoon podcast. Plus, we'll get to all of the other stories we weren't able to get to today because obviously this story is a big one. So Gabby posted this just 2 hours ago, told you I'm a girl's girl, and everyone commented. Chriselle left her a nice comment. Of course, Chriselle came out just a year or two ago after being in a heterosexual marriage. I believe Chriselle was married, right, to the This Is Us guy. And then she came out as either gay or bisexual or whatever. I mean, these labels are so arbitrary. People ask, oh, is Gabby bi or lesbian? Which is it? And it's like, well, she's in a female relationship right now, but maybe she'll be in a, it's like we need to overcome the walls that we've set of like, you're this way or you're that way, right? And I know people want to know because they want to say, if she was gay, then she should have never gone on the show. And it's like, well, yes, but also people have a hard and long time sometimes coming to the resolution that they are a certain way. You have to overcome your childhood and your upbringing that might have, said you have to have a heterosexual relationship, all these things. We're going to address that. We'll read some of your comments, but let's first go to a clip on The View, and then I'm going to share a YouTube clip. So we have multiple clips we're going to share with you guys of what is being said. This is Gabby coming out, breaking the news live on The View this morning.
I've had such an amazing experience just with my time on Bachelor and Bachelorette, dating all of those men. And now, that's how people know me. And I always want to just, live my truth and my story. And I have been seeing someone for a couple months, and I've been keeping it a little more private because it is, a bigger story and a bigger conversation, because I'm dating a girl. Oh!
There it is, folks. So everyone cheers for her. And I don't know how The View works. I don't know. Obviously, they all have different political ideologies and this and that. But, it's Gabby's just sharing her love. This is a non-issue, non-story. Of course, some people will be, this is whatever. People have those comments. But again, we'll leave those comments for, the ones that don't need to be read, right? That's for the bottom of the barrel.
The applause sign.
That's a twist.
Thank you. It is.
I didn't see that twist coming.
No, I don't think anyone did.
Did you see it coming?
No, not even me.
Wow. So she says, no, not even me. And we have to remember with Colton Underwood's season, he came out of the closet, but he did that after receiving a temporary, we call that order of restrainment, where he, of course, was accused of placing a tracking device under the trunk of his then girlfriend Cassie Randolph's car. His ex-girlfriend Cassie Randolph. And in Colton's case, he was already on Grindr before becoming the Bachelor. He was doing his best to present a heterosexual life, and people say, well, he's manipulating others. Chances are he was manipulating himself. We have to remember, when you grow up in a religious upbringing, and not all religions, a lot of religions are open to multiple and different sexualities, but when you grow up in a situation that thinks being gay is a sin, then you'll do whatever you can to prove that you're not that. And I believe to look at it with the most generous viewpoint that that's how Colton felt. With regards to Gabby, all signs point to her growing up in a more open environment, but at the same time, you grow up seeing, Prince Charming kissing Sleeping Beauty, which, by the way, was not with consent, but that's a whole different story for a whole different time. The point being is that you don't always know what a gay relationship would look like or other relationships, so you don't even know it's possible. And then she says it was a whisper in her head that got louder.
Yeah, I know, but here we are.
So when did this kind of
I don't know what word to use there. When did things
Whatever
change?
word you want. So I think like just after wrapping up kind of my busy couple years with Dancing with the Stars and Bachelorette, I had been traveling, I was in a bubble, I was trying to make the relationship work after Bachelorette, and then I had finally had time to settle in LA, and I think it was always a whisper in me that just got louder and louder.
And others commented, Susan, not Susan, said, a whisper that got louder was my experience too. I'm happy she's happy. The comment section is proof that coming out shows bravery, so props to her for getting to tell her own story the way she wants. Yeah, very exciting. That this story was one that I had no idea. It seems like most people had no idea. They've only been dating a few months. So assuming, they're traveling and this and that, you only have a short time to get to even know your partner. So coming out pretty quickly, but probably trying to come out so that she can then live a normal lifestyle and go out in public and not worry about being outed. It is a very unique and sort of weird situation to be in where there's so many people, I don't know if you knew this. I used to stand in for Matt Bomer on the show White Collar. Fantastic human, openly gay man, but he was just never a famous actor. So people were like asking him when he was going to come out. And he was like, when am I going to come out? I've always been gay. Like, so for some people, they're just known as that. Stanley Tucci, I don't know. Maybe he's not. I don't know. The point being is that some people that they're not demanded to come out, and no one should be demanded that. But in the case of Gabby, being that she became famous from being on a show that centers around heterosexual love as we know it, maybe it'll change, but that's what the show is now. You do know that people are going to question if she's holding hands with another woman and be like, wait, what's going on? So rather than have to answer all these questions in her DM, she just goes on The View and comes out. And that seems to be, for most people, the best way to do it, rather than have like, your family ask or this and that. Just, hey, I'm gay. Hey, I'm queer, I like men, I like women, I'm bisexual, this is where I stand right now. And then the people can embrace that. And if they don't, it just says more about them. If people aren't at a place where they can't embrace a love story, it says more about them because it's not your body and it doesn't matter to you. If two gay guys want to kiss on a subway and share their love and hold hands, God bless them for that. Because God wanted love. If we believe in God, he wanted love, and he wanted that higher frequency of love. He doesn't care about between a man and a woman. That's all rubbish created which I completely reject.
And I didn't really know to pay attention to it. I think, when this happens, like there's some shame obviously surrounding it. So I think I had to like a little bit navigate through the shame, like what is it? Where is it coming from? But ultimately, like I said, like I always just want to kind of like do me, do what I want, figure it out later.
So is it girls now that's it? Girls?
I think so.
So she goes, so is it girls now for good? She's been gay for 2 months. Let her figure it out. Maybe she'll meet a guy. So she goes, I think so.
I think it's just like my girl. She's she's the best. And I feel...
So that's where she goes, oh no, it's just my girl. She's the best. And it's like, no, and I'm not here to say, oh, it's not going to last. I just generally in relationships don't work until they do. So is the first relationship that, non-heterosexual, non-heteronormative relationship, is the first one going to be the one that lasts? If I had to put Dave dollars on it, I would say no, but I don't blame her for wanting to root for the best and feel that love and all of that. But let me tell you something, Gabby. Dating a comedian is no easy task. If you need to call Tasha, let me know. I mean, come on.
Like it's kind of like the story when I'm 32. So I feel like when women...
You know what you want.
Yeah, exactly. When you like
and there's
meet
nothing to be
someone
ashamed
later.
of.
Thank you. And I think, and now I know.
Well, the culture does that.
They're just not letting her talk. It's her coming out, and they're just like talking for her.
Yeah. It takes a while. You squash it.
No, I just feel like it's something to be proud of, to come out and share your truth.
I'm proud. Yes.
What
and
made
that's
you
why I
want to come
do
here
it.
and share that? Because that is something that's very personal.
Totally. I think because...
What made her want to come there? Well, she was on The Bachelor on ABC, and now The View's on ABC, so she wasn't going to go to NBC to do it.
I do. People know me and have kind of related to me on the previous shows I've been on, and I really appreciate them. Like, literally, Dancing with the Stars is fan and vote based.
Yeah.
So, like, it was so tangible to see how many people cared about me. They said the votes were closer than ever. I don't know if that's a lie, but I take it and run with it. So, first runner-up. But knowing how much people really care, like, I just want to be honest. I don't want to, like...
If we're being honest, she wants to be honest, and by the way, way, what a dumb comment. Someone said, good for her, but this is low announcing it this way to your fiance. I think you needed to have a private talk first to him. Not cool with me movements. What is wrong with people? Gabby wasn't engaged. She had broken up her engagement a long time ago.
Live and not be living my full truth. Yeah. I don't want to do that to myself. I don't want to do it to my girlfriend. I don't want it to do it to other people who really care about me and feel like they know me.
So there was something about, you were married, right? To a guy.
Engaged.
So how did he take all this?
He doesn't know. I don't know.
He knows now.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
They said, how did Eric take it? And she goes, oh, he doesn't know. He'll know now. Oh, boy. She's no longer engaged. I don't have to call my ex-girlfriends and be like, hey, I just got engaged. They'll be like, get out of the... I thought I blocked you. You know what I mean?
First time sharing it publicly, which is...
Yeah.
So that's why she did it here. It's a safe place to do it.
Yeah, and thank you. And that's what it really feels like. Like the support.
Show.
Yes, yeah. And that's what I wanted, like a discussion with women to just be able to talk about it. I didn't want it to
On
be...
your terms, too.
On my terms, because my story's been told for me so many times, being on TV with the editing and production.
Oh, we know.
Like, You're like speaking to the choir. But yeah, so I wanted this just to have a chance to like almost, beat people to the punch. They're going to say what they want to say.
And that's exactly what we thought. She's going to try to just beat people to the punch. Yeah. Some of the comments, the way the panel looked at her, don't sit right with me. If you support her enough to have her on your show, support her when asking the questions and support her even more once she gives her answer. Yeah, well, I think this is just a product of The View. There's so many cooks in the kitchen, as it were.
But I want them to hear it come from my mouth. I've had such an...
All right, so there it is, folks. And, of course, we even have more video comments here. This was from Us Weekly. They shared some other thoughts where she kind of had that moment where she didn't know what her parents would think. Here's what she said here.
She is so special. She makes me feel so safe, so loved. Like a love that I always wanted going on these dating shows.
Very nice. And then she mentions her partner, Robbie. And here's another clip.
Not something my parents ever imagined for me.
Right.
So I think it's going to take time, just like the rest of the world, just like for me. It took me a while to like stop questioning and just start trusting. And I'm fully trusted and I'm here.
So there it is, folks. Gabby Windey shares. We got the clip here. First, she says Robbie Hoffman is so special, and then we're very happy for her. Now, obviously, there'll be comments that have different opinions because that's the world we live in. But I think we can say the majority, I know this, they have polled the majority of our country and they are in support of gay marriage. And I think that is just something that has taken a little bit of time for people to come around. Just, I'm saying the last generation or so. But it's one of the quickest moving social issues where people go, yeah, who cares? Who cares if she wants to date someone? Like what she does with her body, what she does with her happiness is no one else's business to judge. And also, I mean, if you've never been in a place that's gay friendly, like I'm talking super gay friendly, come down to West Hollywood. Come down here to Los Angeles, or when I'm in New York, come over to Hell's Kitchen, right? The West Village. When I'm in Boston, come to Back Bay or South Bay, but what is it? And see the joy that can exist with people holding hands and sharing their love stories. It's normal, just like a heterosexual relationship is. It's normal. You just have to see it. You have to rub elbows with it and know that for so long, because of the riots that happened in New York City and so many different places for so long. I mean, even now in Brooklyn, yesterday, a guy was assaulted because he was dancing on a platform and he was presenting as gay, and he was assaulted and for that. And it's so sad that anyone would feel like they can't be who they are for fear of any sort of retribution. Well, you've got an ally and a friend in our community, and we'll stand for nothing short of celebrating that love. All right, more content coming your way. We'll have the Bachelor Rush Hour podcast right after this.